Hello, Dr. Majdi. My name is Mohammed Bagaber, student ID 224627760. I am a student in the Faculty of Computer Studies, majoring in Networking and Security. In this presentation, I will talk about my cooperative training, CAS400, which I completed at Adlan Media in Al Khobar. I worked in the IT support, and my field supervisor was Mr. Sultan Jalal Arfan. My academic supervisor is Dr. Majdi Abdul Latif. The training consists of 128 hours and was completed during the summer semester of the 2025-2026 academic year. I will cover 6 points in this presentation. First, information about the training company. Second, my training area and my role. Third, the work and the tasks I did. Fourth, 4 real problems I faced and how I solved them. Fifth, the link between my university courses and this work. And finally, the challenges I faced, the results, and my recommendations. Adlan Media is a company in Khobar that designs and organizes exhibition, conference, and private events. The company prepares the whole event for its client, the booth and the marketing side, and also the technical side. And this is where I worked actually. The technical side means the registration devices, display screens, the ticket scanners, the POS devices, and also the internet in the venue. Looking at the number on the right. Before my official training started, I had already worked with this company in more than 15 events, so I had seen some of their events before, but the training was the first time I worked on the technical side. The IT work is done by a small team of 2 employees, and I worked with them under the direct supervision of COO. And during the training itself, I attend 2 private events with this team. What made the training interesting is that every event has different place and different size, so the preparation is never the same. My first line IT support, 128 training hours from 14th of June to the 23rd of July, from Sunday to Thursday. My work was divided into 3 parts. On office days, I solved daily technical requests of the staff and prepared company devices. On event days, I prepared and tested all the event equipment, then stayed on the site, solve any problem fast. Because in the live event, there is no time to wait. And the third part is documentation. I recorded every support request and what was done for it. The picture on the right from my own training, preparing and registration table and the POS devices before one of the events. With any support request, I follow the 5 steps. I receive the request from the staff member. I check the problem step by step. I try the solution on the device. I go back to my monitor if I cannot solve it. And finally, I write down the request and what was done for it. At the bottom of the slide, the most useful lessons I learned from the method start with the simple checks first, the cable, the power, the restart, before thinking about the difficult reasons. Most of the requests looked big at the beginning, but they were solved in 5 minutes in this way. Now I move to the most important part, 4 real problems I faced during my training and how I dealt with for each one of them. Every case is documented with real picture in the appendices of my report. The first case happened during the preparation for an event. The ticket scanner you can see in the picture on the left showed the notification saying internet lost. The device stopped reading the ticket because the scanner needs the internet all the time to check the ticket from the platform. What I did, I checked the Wi-Fi, reconnect the device again, and it's worked normally. The lesson: test every device before visitors come. The second case is more interesting because it looked technical but it wasn't. While we were testing the registration devices, The payment on the POS device didn't work. I checked the device and connection and everything was fine. After asking, we found the payment service on itself wasn't activated yet. I contacted with the management, they activated it, and the payment worked normally. This case teach me something I won't forget. Not every problem is technical. Sometimes the fix is a call for the right person. The third case is the network problem. One of the company computers lost the internet connection. On the left, you can see the browser page with the error DNS underscore proper underscore finished underscore no underscore internet, and the Wi-Fi panel states says no internet secured. This is important details. It means the device is connecting to the network, but the internet is not reaching the device. I followed my steps. I checked the cables and power, restart the router, then check the Wi-Fi settings and reconnected. On the right, you can see the result. The states changed to connected, and the company website opened normally again. The fourth case was the biggest problem I faced in the whole training. One of the company computers stopped suddenly and showed the blue screen with the stop code incasable underscore boot underscore device. This code means that Windows couldn't reach the storage of the computer. On the right side of the slide, you can see exactly what we did. We restarted the computer. It didn't solve the problem, so the computer entered the automatic repair screen. The repair screen also didn't solve it. We opened the recovery option and tried the reset this PC, and the reset also didn't complete either. At this point, it was clear if all system solution fail, the problem is not the system. So we checked the hardware and found the internal hard disk was damaged. We replaced it and installed the Windows again, and the computer worked normally. The lesson is the bottom. Follow the steps in order: restart, repair, reset. And if it's all the system solution fail, the problem is the hardware. Now, how did the university help me in this real work? The network courses T216A and T216B give me the basis of IP settings and how the devices are connected to each other in network. Without this basis, without this basis, the network problems I showed you would have been much harder for me. I also practiced building networks in Bucket Racer in my own time, and this made me the real network task much easier to understand. The security side of my track made me careful with the accounts, the password, and the company data, and the general computing courses helped me with the Windows, the installation, and the everyday troubleshooting. The sentence at the bottom of the most honest thing I can say about this training. In the university, we practice simulators. In the training, the users are real people, so they are waiting for a solution. Of course, the training was not always easy. I faced some challenges. In the beginning, most of the technical device and the systems were new to me. My monitor helped me by giving me a small tasks first and making them bigger every week. In live events, the pressure was high because the problem must be solved in minutes. I learned to stay calm, work step by step, and call my monitor early if there is a problem. In some venues, the internet was weak, so we tested the internet and all the devices early before the doors opened. And sometimes the technical words confuse the employees, so I learned to explain the solution in simple words and show it on the screen. My suggestion to the AOU training program is a short preparation session before the training starts, so the student knows what expects in the first week. To conclude, these are four things I took with me from this training. Real troubleshooting in a hardware, Windows and networks, preparing for technical setup for a live event, working under pressure and staying calm, and explaining technical solution for non-technical stuff in a simple way. My recommendations are three directions to the company. Prepare a simple plan for the trainee in the first week and give the trainee more time with the network tasks. To the next student, I recommend idle media because they give the trainee real tasks, not just watching, and ask about everything and don't be shy. To the AOU training program, a short preparation session before the training starts and earlier match between the student and the company would help the student use the first week better. Finally, these are the references I used during my training and while writing my report in Harvard style. The Microsoft documentation was especially useful for understanding the stop code in the blue screen case. Thank you for watching and I am ready to answer any questions anytime.